Ask a Millennial. We're back. And I have guests.
Hey.
J King of King Productions.
J King Productions.
Got Alvin J Browne here. And I just want to talk about what does it mean to be a millennial and be an entrepreneur. So, as we discussed last year with Ask a Millennial, Courtney and I wanted to make sure that we have guests and we have other young people, millennials, coming on the show and discussing their perspectives and experiences as a millennial. So today's special video, we're going to talk about being a millennial and being an entrepreneur. We have Jermaine King here. I'm going to let him introduce himself and let people know what you do.
Okay.
What is your business and how did you get into being a millennial who's an entrepreneur?
Right. Okay, thank you. My name is Jermaine Davis, aka J King. I started making films at the age of 26. I went to my community college for media arts and entertainment, where I learned filmmaking and how to do radio and television. I have my own company called J King Productions. I have made a total of 5 short films already. One's Isolation, about a girl who is trapped inside of her apartment, who is afraid to get out. And second one is Plastics, about a couple living under the water crisis and living off of water bottles. Third one is I Became What I Hated, about the story about a man who grows up making the same mistake his father did. One is about, the other fourth point is Visitant, is about a man who feels that he's in the apocalyptic world right now in Flint, apocalyptic city, because of the loss of his love. And the fifth one is Stay in Your Lane, and it's a hood film, but a hood film with quality. And, and it's like, oh yeah, you tell them when I'm done, like Stay in Your Lane is not your average hood-looking film. It's not at all. I believe I call it my magnum opus right now, man. My masterpiece right now. But other than that, let me get off that. Yeah, check out Stay in Your Lane. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Just go on King of Kings, Stay in Your Lane, or King of Kings Isolation. You know, that's how you get to find the movies on YouTube. I also am an entrepreneur. Just, you know, going out doing video services, videography, and documentaries for companies, people, artists, entertainers, or athletes. So now we have Alvin J Browne here, and we're going to get some information about what he does and what led him to being a millennial who's an entrepreneur.
Well, yeah, everybody, my name is Alvin J Browne, and what I do for myself, I have developed myself to become a very well-rounded photographer. And what got me started off with going on the path of photography was actually just going ahead and taking like a random picture of a group that wanted me to get a quick snapshot of them at Cedar Point, and it was through their phone. And I'm like, you know, I actually did a pretty good job doing that. Let me go ahead and see about getting myself a good camera to start off with. So I went on ahead, bought my own camera, came back up here, and got started with doing some photography shots with the parkour group here in Flint, Michigan. And after that, I wanted to really learn how to really capture some good quality shots the way I really want them. So I actually took time to go ahead and study my own camera to understand how it works, to understand the functions behind it. Next thing you know, that led me to go ahead and really start applying myself more to really get more into the field of photography, and that's led me to various different rounds where I got to do some fashion shoots. I had done some model shoots. I've done a lot of street photography, candid shots, and I'm well-rounded in doing a whole lot of event photography as well, which is probably not the most popular form of photography, but to me, it's actually very comforting because I'm actually able to capture every single moment that happens, capture the activities, capture the crowd, capture the main subjects at hand during the event. and that pretty much had led me to go ahead and really like strive to pursue photography as my own business. And I'm currently in the process of getting everything down. I should have everything legalized within like the next year's time. I'm doing a lot of planning, a lot of drawing, a lot of structuring, all that's going on. So it's not only that I'm learning like the technicalities, the artistic side of photography, but I'm actually like learning like the business side and the structural side of running photography as well. So be on the lookout for when that happens. I am available to do photo shoots. I got a special going on for the month of August for students. Got a deal for 1 student, 2 students, and 3, 4 students. If you want to know, just ask me for my email, which is alvinbrown43@gmail.com, or you can just inbox me on my Facebook, Alvin J Browne, and I can send you like a PDF form of what I got going on. And we can go ahead and take it from there, go through a contract signing, because that's something else that I'm applying to my photography service as well. Make sure I got like some real documentation to carry on along the way. So yeah, that's pretty much a little bit about me, what I do. And in the age where you're a millennial and being an entrepreneur, yeah, you're starting to see a lot of this happening right now. A lot of people that you come across, especially around here, are actually striving to really want to run their own business, really be their own boss. So this is actually like a great age, especially since we live in an information age where we can go ahead, get on the websites, get on Google, get on YouTube, get ebooks if you have tablets or computers and whatnot, and actually end up learning everything you need to learn. Network with people who are probably in the field, who are already in the field and has been in the field longer than you have. Learn from them, see what knowledge you can gain from them, and structure it and build your own business, build your own brand, and go ahead and push forward to that passion, that career that you really want for yourself out of life.
My question for the viewers and for Jermaine and Alvin: why do you think so many young people in the millennial generation are becoming entrepreneurs? Is it because they can't find jobs? Is it because they're not making enough money? Like, what is it? Why are they becoming entrepreneurs?
Young people who are becoming entrepreneurs in this time, I believe because of how well and how things are like in our hands, are basically easy access now. It's way faster, at the tip of our fingers type access to start a business, to become very wealthy amongst social medias such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you so much. And I believe that for where we are now, we haven't seen this mainly since 2008, about people who do YouTube and are very active on YouTube and are becoming YouTube sensations are at the age of 20, 21, 22 years old, in their 20s, already millionaires, making money that they should have been making at the age of 40 or 50. We are at a point now where we could create our own shows, our own movies, we can advertise our own products, we can advertise and do anything we want now because of this, our phones, because of what we have. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and Snapchat is the new ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, whatever you want to, whatever channel that's on TV that you watch, it is the new thing, and we now have access to that platform. And because a lot of people, old heads, don't want to give us the chance. They don't want to give us the chance to show our talent. They want to have full control. They want to be able to tell you what to do, tell you how to do it. And a lot of people, I feel, don't understand millennials. There have been news articles about millennials that they're lazy, they don't want to work, they don't clean their room, they have lack of influence and all that. That is a damn lie from the pits of hell, whatever people believe in. You know, we are in the greatest era, the greatest moment for entrepreneurs. bigger internet age now because of the millennials. And what's going to happen is life is going to be, I wouldn't say easy, but a lot of things in business is going to be a lot more easier because we are at a point now where we are able to create, because we have now the access to things that we had to pay lots and lots of money for. What me, especially like what me and Alvin do, we had to pay lots and lots of money for it. Now we have it in our hands. We could do that. We could make great quality stuff without ever having to pay like thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of dollars of equipment now. I believe also for anybody that's millennials that are into politics, millennials that are into photography, filming, millennials that are into anything, social media has made it so much easier where we don't have to work under the man no more. Where we don't have to beg a company to hire us and have us work for them. We are at a point now where we have become our own bosses. I feel that's what it is, man. It's like, so you saying that why is it that millennials are not working no more with these corporations? And because back then it was a time where once you got out of high school, it was straight to General Motors.
We don't have those opportunities anymore.
We don't have, and a lot of us don't have that opportunity no more, especially in Flint, in Michigan. It's nationwide, period. And it's at a point now where I believe if you have something that you love so much, whether it's fashion or whatever, you now have the opportunity to take on that, put 100% in it every single day as if it is your job, which it is. It's your job to sell, promote, advertise, whatever. More than what you have been able to make. You'll be making more money than you ever would have made working under a corporation or working under a job or some other person, Now, the thing is, a lot of companies are hiring millennials. They want to hire younger people to basically take their company to another level. To basically have more people to accept their company with open arms and stuff. So what's going on now is that a lot of companies are hiring millennials. They're letting them do what they want. Not anything that's against their business, anything. They're creating a work atmosphere now for young people to come in, to be able to be creative, to be able to not feel like they're just in some type of cubic section just working. So I believe well, the reason why to finish off what I've been saying here, Brandon, to finish it off is the reason why a lot of us are not working because we just want to do our own thing. We want to strive and grind and hustle our own way. And I believe is that we don't want to be so tight-knitted or feel that we're under somebody working a slave job, because that's basically what it is. And what I'm about to say is, a lot of people may not agree, but if you have a job, you're kind of not an entrepreneur. You're not an entrepreneur. If you have a job, you are not an entrepreneur. You are an employee.
Because anybody can get a job.
Anybody can get a job now.
Do you think millennials are having harder times either getting a job or finding a job that pays a living wage? And why are so many becoming entrepreneurs?
I believe that a lot of millennials that's around this day and age are having a hard time, or let alone are actually leaving a job, is because they don't really see themselves really sticking around at that workforce, because they actually see themselves doing something more. They crave something more. They want to actually go out and seek something more than what it is that they are around, which is pretty much like us already its own settled structure, into which that actually can get under a lot of people's skin, especially this day and age. because the mindset is completely different compared to how it was back then. Whereas you go ahead and get a job, work those hours, make enough to like earn a living, or pay all your bills, get a good house, and maintain like a decent livelihood. Yeah, it was actually simpler times at those points, but around this day and age where a lot of things has changed, millennials don't really see themselves really doing too much of that, or ones that actually have the mindset that says they don't really see themselves doing that, especially not for the long run. So what it is that they do, they actually end up taking time for themselves to actually find out what it is that they really want out of life, find what is their niche, find what is their like a strong selling point, and be able to like take some time to sit down, study it, master it, develop it into their own brand, their own craft, their own service, and be able to branch off and put out their own business, to make their own ways of living, to make their own money, and not really have to work under somebody where you are required to be here at such and such time and you must abide by these rules, otherwise we're going to have to let you go and find somebody else that's going to end up taking your spot and do the same good job, and we might end up doing the same thing to that person if they end up having to veer off in their own way. So I do think like that half the time, but it's for understandable reasons. But yeah, that pretty much would be my whole take on why millennials are having a hard time of getting a job or keeping a job or staying at a job, and actually want to strive to become more entrepreneurs and actually live their own lives and make their own livelihood, because it's actually easier for some people to actually go ahead and make that move compared to just settling for the typical 9-to-5 job, to settle for that type of mindset, to settle for that lifestyle, because that lifestyle really is not enough to get you by these days.
So I would like to thank Jermaine and Alvin Browne for joining us, millennials who are entrepreneurs, and them sharing their perspectives. I'll leave links to how you can get in touch with Jermaine and Alvin in the description box below. If you would like us to discuss a special topic, email us at AskAMillennial2016@gmail.com, or tweet us on Twitter, AskAMillennial1, and don't forget to use the hashtag AskAMillennial. Outie.